Statistics on domestic violence are just shocking. 1 in 3 women over the age of 15 has experienced physical violence, while 1 in 5 experienced sexual violence. A quarter have been emotionally abused by a partner at some stage. So the question is, how do we educate our boys about domestic violence? It's our daily dilemma. Please welcome Dr. Justin Coulson from kidspot.com.au to talk about this. We're all wearing white ribbons. It is, of course, White Ribbon Day. But how do we talk to our boys about this? How do we raise men that don't hit women?
I've got 5 suggestions for you. Before I start, though, I think it's really interesting. I wrote this article for Kidspot, and I've been inundated with 2 things. Number one, heaps of people saying, wow, we need to teach our boys, and a whole bunch of people saying, yeah, but it's not just boys, it's not just men. But males are overwhelmingly the perpetrators. And I know that a lot of female violence is underreported or not reported at all, but males are overwhelmingly the perpetrators. And if we can teach our boys to respect women and to not hit them, not abuse them emotionally or physically or sexually, then we can change things fast. So 5 suggestions. Number 1, example. It's all about example. I mean, kids watch us and they copy us. Violence is a learned behaviour, and so is respect and kindness. Tip number 2. Watch your words. I can't tell you how many times I've watched families in public, let alone at home, where mum or dad has looked at a child and said, you stupid idiot, shut your mouth, and that kind of thing. Now, that's not respectful. And children see that from their parents, and they often see it between their parents. And that teaches violence. It's violent speech and violent speech.
There are stories of little kids going to daycare and preschool who react just like that with other little kids.
That's right. And it's interesting because, going back to number 1 example, we know from solid research that children who are raised in aggressive homes where parents are really punitive and punishing, they grow up to be bullies. And so what parents do to their kids will affect what the kids do to the people who are close to them.
Doctor, what's your 3rd point? The
3rd point is empathy. I came across a great quote. It said, to the immature person, other people are not real. If we can teach our boys, if we can teach our children to see other people as having real feelings and real hopes and real desires and dreams and respond to that with help and compassion, then they won't be violent, they'll be responsive. Number 4, we've got to teach our boys to stay away from media that is violent or pornographic, or both. We know that boys are becoming compulsively engaged with and involved in extremely violent video games.
And porn, that was the part that really concerned me reading your particular article, that you've said that 100% of boys by the age of 15 have watched some type of violent pornography.
Right, 100% of boys by 15 watching violent porn. And pornography has changed in the last few decades as people have wanted more and more extreme stuff. Research, good quality Australian research, tells us that 96% of violence in pornography is directed at women, and of course they're pretending that they love it and they're groaning and moaning and saying this is wonderful, and then the boys are surprised when they ask their 15 or 16-year-old girlfriends to do this and they don't like it.
Well, it seems to make sense that the more you see of that, the more you think, oh, this is normal, this is natural. It's here, it's in the magazine, it's in the online.
Yeah, and the internet's the number 1 sex educator of our children.
We're almost out of time.
Okay,
so the last one.
The 5th thing is this: we need to teach our older boys that physical intimacy and emotional intimacy need to go together. Because if they don't go together, if we're just chasing physical intimacy, it can lead to manipulation, it can lead to objectification, it can lead to miscommunication, and it can lead to coercion and violence. We've got to teach them what a healthy relationship looks like, and again, we do that by modelling it.
And White Ribbon is a great way because it is a man-led global initiative to stop violence against women. That's a very important step.
100%.
It's a wonderful, wonderful article. You can read it at kidspot.com.au. Dr. Justin Coulson, thank you.